Boom. Well, welcome, Liz. How are you
Boom.
doing today?
Hey, Russ, I'm doing great today. So it's Tuesday and we're talking author adventure, but this is actually Thanksgiving weekend. So even though this is episode 16, we're so proud to have 15 episodes in the can. But this is Thanksgiving weekend, so we figured we'd give our authors a break and let them go and cook and have
Well,
family, entertain family, and all of that. Because
slow the
nowadays,
week down a little bit at least, right?
well, it's crazy. Nowadays, kids are out all week. I mean, when I went to school, I only got out Thursday and Friday. What did you get out?
That was what I had Thursday and
Yeah.
Friday.
I mean, now
So
the kids, they get out the Friday before, and half the time they get out at noon on that Friday the week before. And then they're out all week Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So I don't know what people do that have kids today. I don't know what they do, but I guess they make it.
they
But
make it
yeah,
happen, make it work. And one of the things that I think we'll have a quick episode here, but I want to make sure that we share with everyone that you have an opportunity to work with us, and we have several programs that we're in developing. And there's opportunity for you to actually share your message, share your stories, get published, and become the author that you've always kind of set back in the back of your mind, and you're thinking, I got to do this thing. It's on my bucket list. I'm going to take care of it. And I think this is the time to consider that. What do you think,
yeah,
Liz?
it's a great time because obviously you're coming into the end of the year here. 2023 is coming, and so hey, if you've dreamed of being an author, you've dreamed of writing a book. Maybe you're already writing. Maybe you have a partial manuscript or an outline.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you haven't even started. It doesn't really matter where you're at on the journey. If you haven't published yet, we can help you with that. It's time now to jumpstart your stuff. We're having some virtual, quarterly virtual workshops where you're going to get a little bit about writing, a little bit about publishing, a little bit about marketing, distribution, and then technology, the things that you really need to know about publishing and being an author if you want to be successful. Uh,
Yep.
the, the shame of it is, Russ, is most people sell 500 books or less. We have
Yeah.
millions of books out there, and of those millions of books, there's only about 5 or 10% that sell more than 500 books. And we don't want you to be that person. We don't want you to go to all the years and the struggle of writing. Some people write for 2 or 3 years or 7 or 10 years before they publish, and then they publish and they don't know what to do next. They don't know how to market, or they don't know what the distribution channels, or they don't know how to use technology. And so I'm so glad that that Russ's love is technology. I mean, he understands marketing because he was in the advertising marketing piece of it too, like I was. But why is technology so important for people, Russ?
Well, the thing that we're involved in right now is, social media. There's a lot of platforms, and we are living in the most amazing time in the history of humanity because we have the technology that allows us to make those connections, build a community, and allow people the opportunity to find us, and we can discover other people along the same lines. So
Right.
it's a give and a take.
Yeah, and
So
that was
we have
never possible before.
no,
That
that
just
was
didn't
not
exist. It
possible.
didn't exist even maybe 5 years ago, or 10
No.
years ago for sure. It didn't exist. Today you can build your own audience, and that's what's really great. But you need to have things. What are some of those things you need to have in place, Russ? Websites and some other things. What can help
Well,
people?
at a bare minimum, you have to ask yourself, okay, what is my goal with the message that I'm creating here? And there's, like we've talked before in the other shows, there's a lot of different avenues you can go with. However, first and foremost, you have to have a presence. You have to own the real estate online in order to accomplish your goal of making those connections, building your visibility and your credibility and your authority in the market. So having your name or your book name or some element on the real estate platforms that you're involved in, whether it be LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, even TikTok would be another one, and own those real estate locations with your brand on those, and have a website that everybody can land on and actually connect with you and find out how to connect with you, how to start a conversation, and how to be active in your community.
Yeah, and even if you don't know a lot about marketing and sales, the fact of the matter is we all know that we buy from people we like, know, and trust. Okay,
Yeah.
that's how sales get done. And so that's why, as an author, you need to have that website. You need to go out and talk to people. You need to go to events. I mean, obviously, that's been really hard the last few years with COVID. A lot of the events got canceled.
Yeah.
But there's nothing like meeting people. And I mean, almost invariably, when you meet somebody and you're the author, they want your autograph. They'll buy a book if you're at a table somewhere, if you're at an event, if you're at a
They
library.
want a signed copy.
They want a signed copy. They're buying it for themselves. A lot of people, they want it for themselves. And
Yeah.
because a lot of times we'll say, well, who is this for? And they go, it's for me. Put my name in there, because they're as excited to meet an author as anybody. And so, it's really important that that you do that and you think about these things ahead of time. You got to think about them ahead of time.
Well, and the reality, Liz, is it's the ability to connect with individuals on that level and have the opportunity to meet them and engage with the community. If you can engage with the community, you have a much better chance of having them understand some of the other things that you can offer in your journey. There's a lot of talent and there's a lot of skill out there in the world today, and being able to find it and discover it and pick up a book and learn a little bit and then make that connection with you as an author is extremely important. And I think more and more in the next decade we're going to see relationship building as a primary skill in the book.
We're going to all be learning how to connect better and communicate better. I mean, it's always been important, and words have always been important, and language is important. But it's that ability, like you say, to connect with your readers independently, because the shame of it is, I mean, everybody's going to say, oh, well, why can't I just put my books on Amazon? Why can't I just go to Ingram, Spark, or Lulu, or Barnes & Noble? Well, the fact is you don't own any of those platforms. That's not your real estate. That's just somebody that's selling for you that has access to a big audience. And obviously we want you to do that. But you need your own website, because at some point, what if you write another book or a third book or a fourth book? I mean, the people that like your stuff, they're going to want more of it.
Build your own brand. Build your own brand.
We had Carol Lacey on, and she's written this wonderful Christian fiction novel about a couple of sentences in Acts 16 about Paul and a sorcerer. And she wrote this whole backstory, and she's got 3 versions. Well, book 1's come out. Now everybody's clamoring for book 2. She's already getting, she just launched last month, but she's already getting people saying, when's book 2 coming out? When's book 2 coming out? I got to find out what's happened, because it's a cliffhanger. She left us hanging on the cliff, waiting to see what happens next. And so it doesn't matter if you're writing fiction. I mean, if you're writing nonfiction, maybe you don't have a series of books. But maybe you have an upsell. Maybe you have something else that you do. Maybe you're a financial planner. Maybe you're a lawyer. Maybe you're a marketing or salesperson. And so maybe you're a speaker. Maybe you have workshops, or maybe you have some courses. These are all revenue streams that you can add to the fact that you're an author once you have a book. The book is kind of a real good foundation for launching these other opportunities to increase your revenue, to increase your reach, and to increase the respect that you have in your community or your marketplace.
Well, and if you put it out there, and we talk about distribution, we talk about these channels that you can place your work into. However, that's not going to provide all of the activity you need in order to accomplish your goal, because it's like looking at the telephone, hoping that somebody will call you. It's like, you can use the phone to call somebody else as well. So use these channels and use these techniques that we share with you on a regular basis. Every Tuesday, we put this stuff out there, and we continue to share this. And we're going to be doing some classes and courses and some virtual events that will allow you the opportunity to dive in deeper as well. So we wanted to put together this short session for the week of Thanksgiving because we know everybody's busy. Things are slowing down in some of the offices. And we just wanted to make sure that you had an opportunity to connect with us, reach out, find us on social, make those connections, and get involved in our community.
Yeah, for sure. And we want to wish everybody a blessed and joyful and creative Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, whether you're family, if you're traveling, we're praying for traveling mercies, for safe times on the road. If you got family coming in, we're praying for your patience, and we're praying that you'll be, happy and joyful until they go home. But there's always one in every group. Obviously, we all have that one person that just kind of, drives us crazy. And this is the time we get to hang out with them. But it's
I
great.
pray for leftovers.
Leftovers. Russ is praying for leftovers. But we hope you'll do that. But we do. We're here, and we're all about the art and business of publishing. We're sharing our 5 secrets and our bonus secret, or really our bonus secret is technology. And that's a whole different kind of animal. So, but we do talk about those things each week at 5 p.m. on Tuesday. So go to our website at theauthoradventure.com. That's theauthoradventure.com. We've got our free programs here, which is our live stream and our e-newsletter. That e-newsletter is actually right now at lizlawless.com because we're transitioning that over now that we've got our new website up. But we've got these other opportunities. We've got free opportunities. We've got paid opportunities, obviously, because this is our business. So we want you to check out our consulting. You can always do a call with Russ at bookruss.com. Is that it? Book at russ.com, or is it book?
No, it's just bookruss.com. Just
okay.
bookruss.com.
When you go bookruss.com,
it's as simple as you can do. It's bookruss.com.
And basically do your own calendar event, right? You can pick a time that you can talk to Russ, and Russ is
and this
available.
is the kind of technology that we help you with as well. So don't be afraid to ask how to get things done. So
how does this work? And so that's what we're going to be sharing with you. And like you said, we're going to have some live events in 2023. We've had some virtual workshops already this fourth quarter. So we're going to do quarterly live events. We're going to do, virtual events, quarterly and live events, probably a couple of times a year. And so be looking for those, because that's going to give you that opportunity to get a lot done in a short period of time. They're going to be
and thank you so much for joining us today, because and like we've said, wishing you the very best in all your adventures, and have a wonderful and healthy Thanksgiving week.
And we'll see you next Tuesday.
We'll see you next Tuesday. Exactly. Well, thank you, Liz, and you take care, and we'll be in touch. All right.
All right. Don't eat too much turkey.
All right. Take care.
Bye. I'll be eating pie.
All right. Deal.